A warm welcome to you all. Without further delay, we are pleased to introduce your new manager.
manager hopes will be a journey to remember. Will it be the beginning of something special, or will the weight of the moments overwhelm him? We're about to find out live on EA TV. Well, nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfield player, Stuart Robson. And you can really sense the anticipation in the crowd ahead of kickoff with their respective league seasons about to get underway.
It's fc26 FC versus Buriram United.
What a season this should be, starting off with today's game. Can the visitors come here and display the form that won them the title last season? It should be a really good game.
So the initial 11 for the home side.
Well, in this shape, unless their wing-backs play further forward, there won't be any width in their attacks, which then puts a lot of pressure on the strikers to provide the goal threat.
Let's have a look at the initial 11 for the visitors.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how the wingers play today. Will they stay high and wide? Will they come in field and support the centre forward? And how deep will they come? Out of possession. They're going to be key to this formation.
The wait is over. Now we're in business. And a tidy challenge. Real chance. Oh, what significant reorganisation within the football club and a new manager in place. What sort of impact are you expecting from him?
Well, it's a big appointment, so he has to get off to a good start here. And with the players they've got, they have to be challenging for the title come the end of the season, that's for sure.
Great mutual respect between the two managers, but the first time they've locked horns.
Well, they both know how they want to play, but who will come out on top? This should be very interesting.
Where a chart. And defensive play to be applauded. Well, it's turned into a bit of a slog out there.
Yeah, I've been really disappointed with some of the passing here.
Really good challenge. Oh, might be. Perhaps now. And a goal! Now they have their opener, and now they can celebrate.
Well, as the replay shows, this is all about his ability to find space in the box, which then makes the finish look so much easier. That's good play from him.
So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Oh, might be. Sukagawa. That's how to dispossess your opponent. Chart. Michel. That was going in. Well, that could have been the equaliser.
It was close, but not close enough, I'm afraid.
Well, he missed the target and then some. Wide it went. Jules. And there to intervene.
Well, the hosts have had so much of the ball in the last 15 minutes.
Oh, wait a minute. Look what's happening. Oh, big opportunity. And there it is, the goal they wanted for security. They lead by 2 now. They can breathe that bit more easily.
Well, they made this look so easy, didn't they? But as you can see, the defending is really poor. Where were they?
So underway once more, 2-0 the lead here. Can he get one back? Oh, no is the answer. It was a gilt-edged opportunity. He couldn't avail himself of it.
You have to say that's a big chance missed. He had to score there. That makes it difficult now.
Jules. And a clever piece of defending. Sukagawa. And teammates around him. And the whistle is sounded for half. So the two teams have switched around and the second half is underway. Feeding it through, and he's made the run. And just like that, the break has stopped. Really top quality defending. Well, West Ham fans have been wondering, would they get their man? Well, it has happened now. It has officially gone through.
Well, he seems happy about the move based on the interviews. Talking about how he wants to finish his career at the club. Seems like a shrewd bit of business to me.
And in the perfect position to read it.
He read it really well, didn't he?
And striking it. Oh, great block. There to win it back. Could be threatening. Quick break could be on. And he might be through here. And an awe-inspiring piece of goalkeeping to prevent what would have been a magnificent goal on the counter-attack.
Well, you won't see a better break than that. That was top-quality football.
Playing it in. Well, smuggled behind for another corner. And the shot. Oh, magnificent from the keeper. Fantastic stop. have been so much more incisive. Well, not the easiest of saves, but you'd expect him to stop it. Peter Jules. Robert Jules on the ball. Oh, he's lost possession. Oh, gliding through. In it goes! The lead just gets bigger. Surely they can't let this slip now.
Well, let's take another look. If you lose the ball in those areas, you're going to get punished. And that's exactly what happened there.
This is looking rather comfortable for them. 3-0. Released it nicely. Not the clearance that was called for. Well, unfortunately, not very convincing at all with that effort.
Well, he made a mess of that. Just didn't make a good connection, did he?
Peter Jules trying to open up the defence. That is really alert defending, just when the situation looked dangerous. And threading it through. Can he finish? A goal! And I'll tell you what, on this sort of form, very few would lay a glove on them.
Well, as you can see, the weight of the through ball is key to this goal, and his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head: smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
So they restart the game, but that goal truly feels like the final nail. Fasukihan. Good tackle, taken away. It's looking promising. And he's through here. And a goal to seal the hat-trick! A masterclass in finishing. Just can't stop him today.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder, and there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
My goodness, it's so one-sided. 5-0 in this match. Fasukihan. And there it is, the full-time whistle here, and it's a victory for the visitors.
Yeah, they should be happy with that. It was a good display, and it's always important to get off to a decent start.
Well, this man has given us plenty of reasons to dwell on his performance, hasn't he, Stuart?
Well, he fully...
Have you got time for a few questions? No further questions, thank you.
Cameras trained on one man. A hat-trick in his last game. Can he continue that red-hot form? Live coverage next on EA TV. Hello, good evening to you wherever you are. The first piece of news to bring you is the fact that the heavens have opened. A rainy night here. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary today here on the gantry is the former England winger, Sue Smith. And what we're getting ready to bring you is live action from BYD Ceylon 6 League One. It's Buriram United versus True Bangkok United.
Well, it was a decent start for our hosts on match day one. I thought they played well, actually, and deserved the 3 points. It's important they continue to build on that here and keep that momentum going.
And away we go, the first half of this game. Oh, commanding goalkeeping. The lineup then for the hosts.
Well, it looks like a 4-2-1-3 formation. It does look balanced defensively with the 2 holding midfielders protecting the back line. And then when they attack, they should have at least 4 players with the number 10 joining the 3 forwards.
This is how the visitors will set up today.
Yeah, it's a full...
And an opening! Instinctive save! Fantastic reflexes!
Well, he was under real pressure there, but his reactions were absolutely brilliant.
Let's see about the delivery. Well, you never quite know who's going to emerge from the shadows and become a match winner, but this man might be a decent shout. What are you expecting to see from him?
Yeah, what a game he had last time out with his hat-trick. His link-up, his finishes, his movement, absolutely top class. It's going to be interesting to see how he goes today.
Trying to connect. In behind. Surely. There is the goal to open the scoring. Who can say they don't deserve to be in front?
Well, here we can see it again. Sometimes when you're through 1v1, it's easy to be caught in 2 minds. He was just really composed and the keeper had no chance.
So The ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Chan. And an astute piece of defending. And pressing from the front. Oh, to level the match. This could level it. And he's missed it. Good heavens.
Well, what a chance to equalise. He's just not clinical enough in front of goal.
Under pressure. Outrageously skillful.
Oh, that's class, isn't it?
Bissoli. Real chance. Well, he almost headed it in. Putting so much effort into winning back possession. Now options aplenty. Excellent vision. Can he finish? And a goal to increase their advantage to 2 overall. That little bit of a cushion. Now it's all about keeping the concentration.
Well, just look how he gets his head up, spots the run. It's a lovely pass. And once he's clean through, he doesn't mess about. Just smashes it past the keeper. Brilliant strike.
So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. The first half here comes to an end. Well, we're highlighting him for a reason. He's bossing the game and giving the defenders... And away they go again into the second half. Chan. Very alertly winning back possession. Kenny Dougal. And that will be a corner. Well, there's been so much talk about a potential transfer, but it's potential no more. It's fact.
Well, yeah, certainly a lot of focus on the boy over the last year or two, and he does seem to have a bright future ahead of him. Hopefully it turns out to be a good move, though, and he can continue his development.
Perfect tackle. Throw-in it's going to be. So a substitution in the offing, and you can't really fault the decision based on the performance. Well, a successful intervention, winning the ball back. Well, it's a decent-looking attack, this. Well, fine reading of the situation. good ball. And collected tidily. He had plenty to think about. And take it away. Threading it. Could be in here. Superb chance. And there it is. That will put the seal on victory if there were any lingering doubts.
Well, here's the replay, and when through on goal, it can be so easy to overthink it, but not in this case. Absolutely smashes it past the keeper, and he's barely got any time to react. It's a really good finish.
So they restart the game, but that goal truly feels like the final nail. Plays with a positional sense, and he might be through here. Keeper had it covered. Well, on the cusp of the final whistle, and the home side really prospering today. Interested to get your take.
Well, they've been excellent and thoroughly deserved to win this. Some of the attacking play has been a pleasure to watch. They just look so dangerous when they go forward. If I was a defender, I definitely wouldn't want to...
And there it is, the final whistle, and the fans will be leaving the stadium with smiles on their faces.
Yeah, they've had a strong start to the campaign, played some nice stuff along the way. They'll be hoping to keep these levels up for the rest of the season.
Just a moment of your time. Thanks so much for answering our questions.
Could scarcely get more high profile than this. A game not to be missed, featuring two top sides who'll do everything in their power to claim victory. Are you ready for a duel of heavyweights? Next on EA TV. Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary today here on the gantry is the former England winger, Sue Smith.
And what we're getting ready to bring you is live action from BYD Ceylon 6 League 1. It's Muangthong United versus Buriram United.
Well, the visitors have had a solid start to the season so far. Maximum points from their opening fixtures. I'd have expected no less. They are a good side with a real winning mentality. Let's hope we see another good performance here today.
So the initial 11 for the home side.
Yeah, they're playing a 4-3-3. The front three are going to need to link up well and make sure the central striker isn't too isolated. If it's on one side, can the other winger come in and be that second centre forward?
Well, they're moving it around with real purpose here. It's not going to go down as the prettiest passing sequence we've ever seen.
Yeah, neither side can keep the ball, can they?
And they've created space. Bissoli. A real opening now. Oh, a goal! There it is! And the crowd stunned into silence.
Well, here's the replay. Despite lots of pressure from the defender, he manages to hold him off, gets his shot away. It's a good goal, that.
And back underway. 1-0 it is. Panthong. Takes it on and taken cleanly by the goalkeeper. Bissoli. Well, we saw what he was trying.
Yeah, it's sloppy, that. They'll be disappointed.
Well, danger here as he runs at them. How to dispossess your opponent. Attack looks promising. Roback. Now he must favour the cross. Now their hopes rise as they win a corner.
The fans are trying to lift the team. They know that this is a big chance to at least test the goalkeeper.
Bissoli. Able to skip past his man. Oh, it's on! It's in! They're looking really relaxed and confident and not giving the opposition much of a look in.
Well, this is so smooth. Look how he slips past his marker. And then he's through on goal. No hesitation at all. Just puts his foot through it. Rifles it past the keeper. It's a cracking finish.
So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. Panthong. Oh, nice ball over the top. And the keeper making sure that there were no scraps to feed on for the attackers. just lost the momentum.
Oh, it's brilliant positioning, shutting down the attack before it started.
Panthong. Trying to open them up. And good anticipation. And there it is, the half-time whistle. Well, we're highlighting him for a reason. He's bossing the game and giving the defenders headaches.
Yeah, and he's made life miserable for the keeper today. Chance after chance all over the place and tucked his goals away with real confidence.
So back underway, the second half begins. Well, a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. I think it's fair to say both sides have room for improvement on the... And he's broken free! Still doable! Oh, that is a majestic goal! Volleyed home with precision and style. Superbly done!
Well, this is a perfect delivery into the box. It's just begging for someone to get on the end of it. And it's good movement to get on the end of it. Really shows his composure in front of goal, doesn't he?
This is looking rather comfortable for them. 3-0. Very quick thinking there. The delivery. Oh my goodness! He's caught that so well! A goal of the highest class. Fantastic technique.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a great delivery into the box. And once it falls to him like that, it's a routine finish. Cool and clinical.
Excellent run in possession, but the danger averted for now. Just have to make sure they don't get caught on the counter-attack. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. What to like about that pass? Well, there's nothing like a derby success to keep a manager on side with the fans.
Oh, yeah, a win here today will have the fans singing his praises for weeks, I'm sure.
John Patrick Strauss. And unable to keep the ball. Well, good run and good ball control. Well, didn't go to plan in the end. Might do damage on the break. Promising pass. And a disappointing end to that. Jules. Nice weight on the pass. easily intercepted. And snuffed out the danger immediately. Plenty of support here. Oh, tremendous vision. And he was staring at the net.
How's he missed that? It's a sitter. He's got to just be calm and finish it off.
Yet again, just couldn't seem to maintain possession. The referee has decided there will be just 1 minute of added time. And there it is, the full-time whistle here, and it's a victory for the visitors.
Yeah, another good result, and you can't complain. Maximum points after 3 games. They just look like a team who's full of confidence. There's a real togetherness in the squad, and that's coming across on the pitch. Really impressive so far.
Just a couple of questions for you. Thanks, that's all.
Teams ready to face off in a clash that will captivate fans across the globe. The tension's building, and this is one you won't want to miss. Hello, and thanks for joining us live here on EA TV. Guy Mowbray with you for commentary. Delighted to be joined by Sue Smith. And with the atmosphere building up nicely, what a match this promises to be. What are we going to get from this one, Sue?
Well, it's a pleasure to be here, and I'm anticipating a good game today. The coaching staff have done all they can. Now it's about taking it onto the pitch.
how the hosts line up.
Yeah, they've gone for four at the back, two midfielders protecting the back line, and then four forwards, which should make this exciting to watch. The number 10, I'm sure, is going to be looking for pockets of space to get into, to create for the three forwards.
This is the visitors' team for today.
Well, it looks like they've matched them up. It's going to be key for them to get the ball out wide and get good deliveries into the box, but it should be a good contest between them.
Half kicks off, time for the talk to stop and the action to start. Players waiting in the centre. Getting closer to the middle. That's done little to clear the danger. Genuine chance here. The job not done yet. Well, a bit of a disappointing end to the attack. Working hard to win it back there. An attack that's come to nothing. Lovely setup. Just needs the composure now. Goalkeeper asserts himself well there to get to the ball. Struggling to keep the ball there. Now that's how to play it through. Found superbly and in. This time, safe but not clear. Oh, yes, it's a ripper. There was no margin for error with that. It's a quite wonderful hit.
Yeah, it's a great strike. What a rocket. He catches it so sweetly. The keeper's got absolutely no chance. It's a superb finish.
So off we go at 1-0. That's a lovely ball. There might be something building now. In the right position to cut out the pass.
Yeah, no messing about there. He saw that coming, didn't he?
He's in here. Oh, against the post. It stops there. Nothing at the end of it.
Well, they're unlucky not to be two up. It's a decent effort as well. The advantage you just think would have calmed the nerves a bit, I'm sure. But you do feel they still need another goal just to make it a bit more comfortable.
Might they be left to rue that one not going in? And it's given away. Now, this has to be. Real chance here. Well, he's got two now, and he's playing a starring role here.
Well, here's the replay, and just look how quickly they go from defence to attack. But it's poor defending. They're just chasing shadows. And then to leave the keeper in a 2v1 situation, he had absolutely no chance.
And on that whistle, the first half comes to an end. second half. They've come away with the ball. Really nicely played. What can they do with this now? Well, under no real pressure, but unable to keep it in play. A sub about to come on. Now the chance for them to pull forward. This could be threatening. Delivered into the box. Hurried clearance, still plenty of threat. And that hasn't come to anything. I'm sure, like most of us, you've been following the transfer saga that seems to have gone on for a while. But now it's gone through, Sue. Deal done.
Well, it's not a bad bit of business, is it? Somewhere in the region of £35 million, and you know he's going to bring quality to the side. He's a good player, and I'm sure he'll have an impact.
Looking like a real chance here. What can he do with it? It looked good. It was teed up nicely, but not for a shot like that. Into the last 20 minutes. That's not a bad-looking ball. Good pull one back here. Good save, and look where it's gone. Danger dealt with.
Well, it was a great save, that, wasn't it? The two-goal lead is still intact because they've worked so hard to get that. They just can't become sloppy now.
Yeah, one test passed, but another examination could be on the way here. Can he finish? Nearly. A wonderful attempt.
Well, it's a fantastic effort. Difficult technique, but he's caught it well. Very unfortunate.
That's a perfect threaded through ball. And that's a really alert bit of goalkeeping. The ball won back. Well, here we go. Time for the transition. It's a really good break, this. What a chance here. Oh, it's still in there. So quick to charge forward, but the keeper's reaction's even quicker.
Yeah, made all the right decisions, but quality goalkeeping.
Corner kick played in. Oh, a great chance. Another goal to put a rubber stamp of approval on everything that they've shown us today.
Well, we can see it again now, and what a perfect cross that is. It's just inviting someone to attack it, and the finish matches it, connects with it so sweetly. No chance for the keeper. It's a brilliant goal.
There is the final whistle. Plenty of positives for them to take away, not least the 3 points, Sue.
Well, that was an emphatic result, wasn't it? They looked so confident in attack. Every time they went forward, you thought they were going to score. I'm sure they'll be pleased with that.
Building to a crescendo all week, and very shortly it will be for real. We have all the action for you live. And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. I'm Derek Ray, and delighted to have Stuart Robson sharing commentary duties with me. And what we're getting ready to bring you is live action from BYD Ceylon 6 League 1. It's Buriram United versus Nakorachasima Mazda FC.
Well, I'm excited by this encounter today. Both teams have a good game plan, both teams can be physical, and both teams have creative players. It could be a case of who wants it more.
And there we have it. The first half is underway. This is how it looks for the home side.
Well, they should be hard to break down because they're set up to defend in numbers. But it's important they don't leave the front too isolated. Otherwise,
Oh, they could finish here, Stuart. Oh, a good diving save. Threading it through. Oh, just mistimed his run, and the flag going up. Well, who will be the player to decide the outcome, to determine the course of events? No reason at all why it won't be this man, Stuart. What do you anticipate seeing from him?
I'm sure he's going to be tightly marked today because in the last match he was outstanding. Got his 2 goals, but it was his general play that was brilliant. And I'm sure we're going to see more of the same today.
Showing good defensive judgment. Well, using the space really well, you've got to say. But they took care of the situation defensively. Now the assistant referee has raised his flag, offside. And a strong tackle. Into the box. Now they couldn't take advantage of the position they were in. And good anticipation. Charalampas. Impressive build-up. Can he put them in front? Yes is the emphatic answer. And you have to say it was on the cards. Getting in there to intercept. Well, very effective play in possession, but quick thinking defensively. A lot of space to attack. Delivered into the area here. It was a chance to get them level.
Yeah, that could prove to be a really important miss.
Couldn't keep the move going. Could be threatening. Leon James. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Nuanta. Oh, could be an opportunity here. Oh, it looked really promising for them.
Well, they've defended that really well. They look very organised there.
Away they go again. Second half is underway here. Opportunity it is. And it's in! All square again. What a match this is turning out to be.
Well, let's see this again. The vision to play. This through ball is superb, and then through on goal he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
Well, Chelsea making waves on the transfer front, and he could be available before you know it.
Well, he's a great talent. Hopefully this move will see him play at his best week in, week out. It's a really good move for everybody.
And it wasn't really the ideal pass. It'll be a throw. They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Getting a bit congested in the middle of the pitch.
Yeah, both sides look slightly anxious in possession.
That's not a bad ball. Well, that's a sad end to the attack. Ratanasuwan. Could be a chance to break. Well, it looks so promising, but it all comes to nothing. Must take the lead here. And they have. You've got to say, it has been coming.
Well, as you can see, his movement is really good, which then makes the finish look easy. That's a decent goal, that's for sure.
The ball is rolling again. 2-1 the scoreline. Murillo. And with that, the attack fizzles out. And a lot to like about this attack. Now that should boost his confidence. Well, everyone makes mistakes. It's about how you bounce back from them. They know what they need, and that's an equaliser here. Well, thumped clear. Ratanasuwan. Charo and Ratanapairam. Committed challenge. 5 minutes left. An utterly disappointing cross. Goal kick. We are going to have 2 additional minutes. This could square the game, and it has! Such late excitement, and no wonder they're jumping for joy as we speak. So the final whistle and the end of an evenly fought...
Here we go. The adventure is about to begin with the start of another thrilling competition. Whose name will be inscribed on the trophy at the end of months of grueling games? Hello and thanks for joining us live here on EA TV. I'm Guy Mowbray, your commentator, with the professionals' view provided by Stuart Robson. And we have group stage action from the Cup coming up for you. What can we expect from the game then?
Well, I'm excited by this encounter today. Both teams have a good game plan, both teams can be physical, and both teams have creative players. It could be a case of who wants it more.
This is how the hosts line up.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how the wingers play today. Will they stay high and wide? Will they come in field and support the centre forward? And how deep will they come out of possession? They're going to be key to this formation.
And the first half is underway. Put into the middle. Big chance. Still a chance off the keeper. It's in at the second attempt, but big question marks on the goalkeeping. That had to be pushed away from danger.
Has to do much better than that. That's a costly mistake there.
Nil then as we get started again. Delivered into the middle. What can he do with it? Super try and almost a super goal.
Good technique, but just couldn't get it on target, could he?
Unable to retain possession. That's frantic, almost farcical football now. Moving through on goal. And the ball is still alive. But it's in at the second time of asking. Where was his defence? That is inexcusable.
That's unfortunate for the keeper because that first save was a really good one. So unlucky.
And the game restarts with the score 2-0. This is looking better with every stride. Nice pass and on they march. And it's opened up. Well, he got all of that and a whole lot more, but he's missed the goal by a mile. Could be something happening for them now. Ball one back. Oh, that's really well cut out. A little untidy. Oh, what a good ball. That could be in. Onto it, in on goal. Oh, brilliant. Top stop.
Well, in 1v1 situations, he just makes it so difficult for the attacker. What a good goalkeeper he is.
on coming. Corner again. A really good interception to take the ball.
Well, those stats tell you everything. They're opening up the opposition at will, and while we've seen some really poor defending, their attacking play has been excellent.
Unable to find anyone with that. This could be dangerous. Now, this might be promising. Surely now. Gets it away. An impeccable tackle. And the referee's whistle brings the first 45 minutes to a close. Well, all that probably speaks for itself, Stuart. He's been And so we're underway with the second half. Oh, could be here. No way through. Possession lost. And it's been given as offside. And possession given away. They've found a way through. Genuine chance here. Well, searching for his second, but the keeper equal to it this time.
Well, he's looked lively today, and that was another chance to add to his tally.
More work to do yet. And it's comfortably dealt with by the goalkeeper. They've lost it, needlessly really. Promising position this. And he's glanced at the pitch there, but only himself to blame really for a blaze that's missed. Ball one, well read.
Read it really well.
Going for it. Oh, that's a great block. Working hard to win it back there. Nice ball to switch the play. Finding the spaces, looking good. The ball won back. He's in here. Could be still. They've got another, and he's got another. Two for the game.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace in transition. They're so quick to get out from the back, and once he gets onto it, he just smashes it past the keeper with great technique. What an emphatic finish that is.
Well, that's knocked the stuffing out of them as they restart the action once more. And the marker done for. That's not a bad-looking ball. Oh, it must be here. What a challenge. Perfectly executed.
Well, how did he defend that? That's a great recovery.
What a chance here. Oh, gets behind it and crucially turns it out of the danger zone. And there's going to be a change now. And the ball comes in. That's done little to clear the danger. Promising passage of play, but it's come to nothing. And that's the final whistle, leaving the fans here to go home happy. A win to get their campaign underway. Your thoughts?
Yeah, that's a good win and a vital 3 points. Another win next time out, and they'll be in a great position.
Well, there are good games, and then there are games like that. He surely has been the player who's most caught the eye today.
Well, he did everything today. His energy, skill and movement was just too good for those defenders. It was a really good display.
Our cameras on one man, in terrific form and top scorer in the competition. Stay with us on EA TV as he tries for more. And a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready with all her tactical observations, Sue Smith. And we have group stage action from the Cup coming up for you. It's Ulsan Hyundai versus Buriram United.
Well, both teams got off to a great start in their opening game, but you just feel that something's going to have to give here. I'm looking forward to this one.
So the initial 11 for the home side.
Yeah, it looks to be a 4-4-2, and you'd expect the two strikers to occupy both centre-backs. When they attack, they'll combine, and the wide midfielders, they'll get forward to provide crosses for them both.
Let's have a look at the initial 11 for the visitors.
Yeah, it's a 4-2-1-3 formation, and I'm sure we'll see them vary their play here. They can go through the third centrally, but also have that quality out wide to create opportunities, and they'll get numbers in the box when the ball comes in.
first half of this game. He read the situation defensively and did his job. And regaining control of the ball.
Yeah, good work. That knew exactly what was happening. The shape was good.
And he's made headway. Can he deliver? And turned onto the woodwork. And in the right position to read it. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Well, you never quite know who's going to emerge from the shadows and become a match winner, but this man might be a decent shout. What are you expecting to see from him?
Yeah, 2 goals in his last game, and that's why we're focusing on him. He's just got great movement, really intelligent, finds those little pockets of space, and I'm sure he's going to do exactly the same again today.
And a textbook interception. Chance to run at them. And the flag has gone up, offside. Well, it was never really going to be of concern to the keeper, that one. And a tidy tackle. Yoon in a decent position. Will it happen for them? Must take the lead here. And the keeper more than equal to it. Well, the defenders know they need to get tighter. Can't really allow runs like that. Nicely played. Oh, a superb chip. Spellbinding.
This is a wonderful ball played through. It's great work to set up the chance. And then this is just quality. Sees where the keeper is and just dinks it over the top of him. It's a cheeky finish.
Well, back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Well-timed tackle. Kang. And just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages. Nice looking move, this. Can he level it? That is that for the first half here. I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
Yeah, he's had a really productive...
And away they go again into the second half. Good work to regain possession. Yoon. On a crucial intervention inside the box.
Oh, he was so alert there. Read the situation well.
Well, who wants to keep the ball? Nobody, apparently. Jung. Yoon. Intelligent ball. And the degree of difficulty wasn't all that high in terms of the save. This could square the game. And that's exactly what has transpired. Now, that could be a massive turning point. And momentum is with them. To connect. Might still be able to do a bit of damage. Well, such a long way off target.
Oh dear, that's not a good attempt, is it? His technique just all wrong. He'll be disappointed with that.
Intelligent defending. Impressive build-up. Did really well to get through. Can they open things up? He opted for placement, but it didn't happen for him. Here it is now, a substitution. Pressure applied, can they make something of it? Opportunity here, and a goal! He's doubled his total for the day. It's superb scoring form. And tidy defense. A courageous call enveloping the game with a star player left on the bench. The manager has made his stand, and now it's a decision that could make or break his future. And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting next to me here on the commentary gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham United midfield man, Stuart Robson. And what we're getting ready to bring you is live action from BYD Ceylon 6 League 1. It's Buriram United versus Port FC.
Well, as always, I'm looking forward to this because both teams have strong aspects to their game. Both managers like to play attacking football, and we've got some good matchups all over the pitch.
And the referee gets this game going. Every reason to believe this should be a cracker. Let's have a look at the initial 11 for the visitors.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how the wingers play today. Will they stay high and wide? Will they come in field and support the centre forward? And how deep will they come out of possession? They're going to be key to this formation.
And the assistant referee has raised his flag, offside. Well, on paper, this ought to be a mismatch. The home team with the best defence in the league. Their opponents who really struggle to find the net. How will this be on grass?
Well, I have to say they've been far too cautious in their approach. They need to get more players ahead of the ball. Coming here today will be a very tough game for them.
Smart defending. And he's driving his team forward. Can he put them in front? Yes is the emphatic answer. And you have to say it was on the cards.
Well, as the replay shows, this is all about his ability to find space in the box, which then makes the finish look so much easier. That's good play from him.
Then. Pufamai. Shimura. Well, nothing for them to worry about in the end. Good defending. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Shimura. Nicely timed tackle. And passing it through. Intelligent ball. Can he put it away? And the goal was staring him in the face, but he couldn't take advantage of the chance.
Well, that would have extended their lead. What a golden opportunity that was.
Working so hard to win back possession. Oh, I thought they were onto something there.
Well, nice approach play, but the final pass wasn't quite good enough.
Cross fired over. And what a save! It looked as though that header was going in.
Well, I don't think they've been at it today, but maybe, just maybe, that great save will inspire them now.
Well, maybe a chance for them now to alleviate the pressure. And that's a straightforward stop. Error from the keeper. Will they seize on it? Well, really close, we have to say, but I wonder if the shot choice was wrong.
Yeah, he hit it with power, but not the accuracy.
And a tidy tackle. Well, it's a good-looking position. Is there a goal in the future? Trying to open them up. Just needs to steady himself. Opportunity again. And a goal! They've added to the lead. Much-needed security.
Well, let's look at this again, because the transition when the ball changes hands is so quick. And then from there, the keeper has little chance. 2-on-1, left completely exposed, and it made for a simple finish in the end.
So the whistle then. We're up the halfway stage in this match. So back underway, the second half begins. unlikely to have regained possession. He's certainly not alone. Well, not making life difficult for the keeper at all. A wide attempt. Well, a memorable win in the making, perhaps. And the manager could give the fans plenty of reasons to smile.
Yeah, they're in a great position here. Just need to keep the intensity up now.
Well, deciding to test the keeper, but no problems really.
Eine Durchsage. Uwe Hans. Ich wiederhole. Uwe Hans. Bitte dringend Gisela anrufen. Vielen Dank.
Really good challenge. And moving the ball forward with genuine purpose here. And that's a decent bit of goalkeeping. So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. Over it comes. Will they make it count? Opportunity missed. Effective press. And that is offside. And intercepted it.
Well, he's just shown what a clever play is without the ball.
Fandy. Cutting in, but they dealt with the threat posed. Into the final 20 minutes. Untidy phase of play. Plenty of support here. And a solid clearance. Nicely timed tackle. Fowler. Theatrical. Oh, that surely had to go in, but marvellous defending. Now, can they hit them on the counter? Well, they've lost the ball. Can it's Rabumfin. Not messing around with that clearance. Well, the seconds are ticking away, and the home side in control. What have you made of this?
Well, they've been much the better side up to now. Some of their approach play has been excellent. They just need to control possession for these final few minutes to cap off a really good display.
And support available. So 2 minutes of stoppage time here. Oh dear, up a dead end. It was promising. And there goes the final whistle. And the home fans are going to be happy about this outcome.
Well, once again, they showed us what a good, solid outfit they are. They defended so well today, albeit against a very lacklustre attack.
In the changing room, you can see that the manager really is the true heartbeat of this team. And the fans know that they're in safe hands with him leading the charge. Well, conditions really couldn't be any better here tonight. A very warm welcome to you on this fine evening. I'm Guy Mowbray, joined by former England striker Sue Smith on the commentary gantry. And hopefully we've got some goals and drama on the way. What are we going to get from this one, Sue?
Well, being in and around the ground before kick-off, the fans are buzzing. They can't wait for this game. So hopefully it's a fast-paced, entertaining match.
This is how the hosts line up.
Yeah, it's a 5-2-3 out of possession, but as soon as they win the ball back, the shape could be more of a 3-4-3, making sure that those wing-backs push forward.
This is how the visitors start the game.
Yeah, it's a 4-2-1-3 formation, and I'm sure we'll see them vary their play here. They can go through the third centrally, but also have that quality out wide to create opportunities. And they'll get numbers in the box when the ball comes in.
Off we go then, the first kick of the game. Going up through the gears now, but not the end result they wanted from an encouraging position. Chance for the lead. Opportunity now. Oh, ho, ho! That has flown into the net. What a strike! A superb volley.
Well, what a finish that is. He connects so sweetly. The keeper can only watch it go past. It's a brilliant goal.
And the game restarts with the score 1-0. Getting closer. Struggling to keep it here. Nicely played, saw the threat and stopped it. Out for a goal kick, play to restart. Well, he's been key today, but the manager now making a change. Ball one, well read. Ball taken away from them. And the ball won back. And that's where the attack ends, overcooked and behind. Looks like a good advantage played. Taking this on, and it's held on to comfortably. First half almost over. How important is this lead going to be going into the break?
Well, they have controlled patches of that first half. They've created some good opportunities, but only being up by one, it's so close, and it's tough to call a winner here.
What a chance here! Now, surely! Chance to score! Somehow he's missed the chance, a big one.
Well, you've got to at least test the goalkeeper from there. That's a real opportunity missed.
And And now it is time for the booking.
Yeah, good decision, ref. He had to be booked, didn't he?
And on that whistle, the first half comes to an end. And so we're underway with the second half. And still allowed to run on here. Well, that's not going to cut it. Nicely played through. It's there, and it's a goal. That's a real settler for them. 2 in front now.
Well, it's an impressive ball to put him through. Really sharp vision to create the chance. And once it falls to him like that, it's a routine finish. Cool and clinical.
So it's 2-0 as the ball gets rolling again. Well, they got so far, but no end result. Possession changes hands. Good work, they've got it back. Oh, good vision. Now composure needed. And it's on now. Well, he got all of that and a whole lot more, but he's missed the goal by a mile. Now here comes a change. Could turn out to be a really good ball. The defender's got to be careful here. There's a chance for them to go now. They couldn't quite take advantage in the end. Delivered into the box. And that is going to be keeper's ball. Some good work to win it there. Lovely pass, the ticket to be in. Genuine chance here. And a solid stop. Substitution coming up. And that's done little to clear the danger. Well, he caught that with everything he's got, but it's missed the target handsomely. And the marker done for. Really nicely played. What can they do with this now? A different angle of attack. Oh, excellent save. Superb reflexes. And there's going to be a change now. It's played in now. And the defence will be able to deal with that. To meet it, decent stop. Sidley. There is the final whistle. Plenty of positives for them to take away, not least the 3 points, Sue.
Yeah, it was fairly comfortable in the end, wasn't it? Thought they controlled the middle of the park for the most part. And going forward, there was some real nice, incisive play too. It was a good result.
Well, we know what a good player he is, and he's really showed it today. What's your verdict, Sue?
Yeah, it was a good performance from him, wasn't it? On and off the ball, always seemed to be in the right place at the right time. He definitely played his part in the results.